Hey there, folks. Are you ready to dive into the intricate world of understanding and managing a woman's ego? Buckle up, because in this video we're going to explore 10 powerful techniques to tackle a woman's ego in just 30 seconds. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you need to navigate a woman's ego swiftly and effectively? Well, fear not. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the tools and strategies to handle any ego-related challenge with finesse. So let's get started. Technique 1. Observation. The first step in understanding a woman's ego is observation. Pay close attention to her body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. Is she displaying signs of defensiveness or vulnerability? By observing these cues, you can gauge the state of her ego and tailor your approach accordingly. Scenario: you're having a conversation with your partner and you notice her tense posture and furrowed brow. Explanation: these physical cues suggest that she may be feeling defensive or upset. By observing her body language, you can sense the state of her ego and adjust your approach accordingly. Technique 2. Active listening. Nothing deflates a woman's ego faster than feeling heard and understood. Practice active listening by paraphrasing her thoughts and feelings and offering validation. For example, if she expresses frustration, respond with empathy and acknowledgement of her perspective. Scenario: your partner expresses frustration about a work-related issue. Explanation: instead of dismissing her concerns or offering quick fix solutions, you actively listen to her by paraphrasing her thoughts and feelings. You say, "It sounds like you're feeling overwhelmed with your workload. That must be really challenging." Technique 3. Empathy. Empathy is key to diffusing a woman's ego. Put yourself in her shoes and try to understand the underlying emotions driving her behavior. By showing genuine empathy, you can establish a connection and alleviate her concerns. Scenario: your partner opens up about her insecurities. Explanation: rather than brushing off her concerns, you empathize with her by acknowledging her emotions. You say, "I can understand why you feel that way. It's tough to navigate those feelings of self-doubt." Technique 4. Humor. A well-timed joke or light-hearted comment can disarm a woman's ego and diffuse tension. Use humor as a tool to lighten the mood and shift the focus away from conflict towards laughter and camaraderie. Scenario: your partner is upset about a minor disagreement. Explanation: you lighten the mood with a playful comment or joke to ease the tension. You say, "Well, I guess we can add this to our list of things we agree to disagree on, right?" Technique 5. Diplomacy. Approach the situation with diplomacy and tact. Avoid escalating the conflict by choosing your words carefully and maintaining a respectful tone. By demonstrating diplomacy, you can preserve harmony and respect in your interactions. Scenario: you and your partner have differing opinions on a household decision. Explanation: instead of arguing or insisting on your viewpoint, you approach the situation diplomatically. You say, "I understand where you're coming from, but I have some concerns as well. Let's find a compromise that works for both of us." Technique 6. Assertiveness. Assertiveness is crucial when dealing with a woman's ego. Clearly communicate your boundaries and expectations while also respecting hers. By asserting yourself confidently and respectfully, you can assert your own needs without diminishing hers. Scenario: your partner criticizes your choice of weekend plans. Explanation: you assert yourself confidently while still respecting her perspective. You say, "I appreciate your input, but I've already made plans for this weekend. Let's find a way to make it work for both of us." Technique 7. Validation. Validate her feelings and experiences to acknowledge the validity of her perspective. Avoid invalidating her emotions or dismissing her concerns, as this can escalate her ego and lead to further conflict. Instead, offer genuine validation and support. Scenario: your partner expresses sadness over a personal loss. Explanation: instead of downplaying her emotions, you validate her feelings by expressing empathy. You say, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's completely normal to feel upset during times like this. Technique 8. Compromise. Seek common ground and be willing to compromise to find a mutually satisfactory solution. By demonstrating a willingness to collaborate and find middle ground, you can de-escalate her ego and foster cooperation. Scenario: you and your partner have been discussing where to spend the holidays. She wants to visit her family in her hometown, which is several hours away, while you prefer to stay home and have a quiet holiday together. Explanation: instead of insisting on staying home or dismissing her desire to visit her family, you propose a compromise that honors both preferences. You suggest, how about we spend the first half of the holidays here at home, enjoying some quiet time together, and then we visit your family for a few days. That way we get to relax and enjoy each other's company before embarking on a trip to see your loved ones. By offering a compromise that acknowledges both your need for relaxation and her desire to see her family, you demonstrate respect for her wishes while also considering your own preferences. This approach fosters cooperation and understanding in the relationship, leading to a mutually satisfactory outcome. Technique 9. Respect. Above all, treat her with respect and dignity. Avoid belittling or condescending behavior, as this will only exacerbate her ego and undermine your relationship. Show her the same level of respect and consideration that you expect in return. Scenario: you and your partner are planning an activity together, but your ideas don't align. When you express your dislike for the activity she has chosen, your partner feels disappointed and criticizes you. Explanation: responding patiently and respectfully to her criticisms, you also express your own viewpoint. You say, I understand that this activity is important to you and I'm taking that into consideration. However, I have a different perspective on this matter. Can we explore another option? By speaking in this manner, you not only voice your opinion, but also show respect for her feelings. Technique 10. Graceful exit. If all else fails, gracefully exit the situation to prevent further escalation. Sometimes the best way to handle a woman's ego is to disengage and revisit the conversation at a later time when emotions have cooled down. Scenario: your partner becomes increasingly agitated during an argument. Explanation: recognizing that emotions are escalating, you suggest taking a break from the conversation to cool off. You say, I think we're both feeling frustrated right now. Let's take a breather and revisit this later when we're both calmer. There you have it, folks. 10 powerful techniques to handle a woman's ego in just 30 seconds. By mastering these strategies, you can navigate ego-related challenges with confidence and grace. Remember, understanding and managing a woman's ego requires patience, empathy, and effective communication. So the next time you find yourself in a challenging situation, put these techniques into practice and watch as you effortlessly diffuse her ego and strengthen your relationship. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more insightful content on relationships and personal development. Until next time, happy navigating.